stand-up kind of girl.
Those chairs are a little short. Okay, we are live.
Good morning.
Mary just signed on.
Hi, Mary.
Look at who's here today. And we have a new setup. Look at
We got a
this.
new studio, Dawn.
New studio.
It's a new studio. And Janet, people were asking for you a few days ago. I don't know if you saw. There was a message on one of our videos, Dawn. They were asking, when is Janet going to be back?
And
so
I'm here.
Janet is here.
perfect.
Janet
Perfect.
is here. And we've stuck Janet back in a corner today because we're going to show you our classroom is all set up for our holiday open house. And we're going to give you a quick tour of that. And then we're going to get back here to Janet and her amazing
They're beautiful.
graphic 45 Let It Snow cards. Thank you. So, okay, Kelly, are
I think
you ready?
it's a favorite. Yeah, let's go to the front door so we can walk in like,
All right.
like we were customers, Dawn.
All right. Well, and also there's something outside that
There
we
is.
need you guys to see, because half of our staff was making fun of us, and half of them were like, "Oh my gosh, that's
Well,
so cool."
they're cute. They're really cute. And it's a beautiful sunny day here in Iowa.
Yes.
I see some clouds creeping up, Dawn, but I think it's going to be nice.
60 this weekend. Okay, here's Memory Bound.
Hi, everybody. Come on in. Oh, Diana just pulled up.
All right. We have some fun chairs
Some
the
vintage
husbands
chairs.
can sit on if they want to. Look at this cute Joy banner. That was a collaboration of our staff, and that is for sale. The Joy
it's
banner.
$10, and it's sewn around the edges, and it's got batting. It's really cute.
Yeah, it's got that really cool vintage batting, and that is $10.
So you could take one of these chairs, and they'd be so cute on your front porch or maybe in an entryway. Put a cushion on it, a banner. We've added a wreath to show you. We're like, Don, we're home decor
We're
people
home
now.
decorating.
So, but they're
And
really
look
cool.
at this cute ladder.
We've got-
Sorry, the ladder and the chairs cannot be shipped.
Yes, please, no shipping on the ladder.
$30.
That's a really old ladder.
That
and
is a cool
It
ladder.
even has old chains on it and a little bit of red paint.
Oh, fun. Cool. All right, here we go.
Let's go back to the classroom. Well, we need to
we
show
gotta
this
stop
because this
here.
is so beautiful.
We've got some jingle bells here, some trees.
Oh, check this out, Dawn. If you come into Memory Bound, be sure and watch for our little elves on the shelves, because Maggie, thank you so much, has got very personal elves all over the store.
She did a really good job.
I haven't even seen them all
Oh,
yet.
here we are, a helpful
Oh.
elf on every shelf. There's Kelly, and there's me. Maggie did such a good job. They are so fun. So way to go, Maggie. Thank you for putting us all around the store, all of our staff. It's
Diane
pretty
said to go
cute.
slower.
You can't see things when you're going.
Oh, okay. Diane said I have to slow down, so sorry about that. I was giving everybody whiplash. These
Look
are
at this.
so
This
fun.
is going to be really popular too. And it has been, Dawn, this tinsel
Yeah, it's
from
awesome.
Primitives by Kathy. It's a vintage looking tinsel, and we love vintage. Katie
Yes,
was
we
talking
do.
about these trees. This one's $5.99. There's 3 different sizes.
Let's see. There's the silver, the red, and then there's the cream. The
Those
plaid
are nice just to
buckets.
stick in a
Yes.
little decor item, a little tray.
Okay, the tinsel's $8.99. I'm not sure what Lori's asking how much, but if there's something you guys need prices on, just let us know.
And we've got the whole Christmas cheer up here because this is one of our brightest Christmas collections ever, and we love it.
Yeah. Oh, I need to bring those. I know we need to bring those ornament. Or we
kits?
made some really cool little things to set on your
We'll have to show
Tables.
those. We're going to show that too. Those are really fun.
Quad Cities and Iowa Cities coming to visit tomorrow. Yay!
Yay, we're so happy to see you guys. I know we kick off your Christmas holiday.
Us too. Hey, and as soon as the video's done, we'll be playing Christmas music. Look at these neat wooden,
I love those.
the wood candy
Here they
canes.
are out of the package. They've got that great big glitter. Dawn, you've got to love it because it's glitter.
I love them.
And you get 3 in a package, and they're $14.99.
Okay, the plaid metal container. How much is this one?
Well, where is the tag at?
Here, we've got one up here too. The big red one is $24.99, and we're gonna get you
Oh, $19.99
$19.99 for the
for the
black
white one.
and white
Those are
one.
very limited, so if you would like one of those, it'd be a good idea to get in here soon or give us a call.
Okay.
Hey, Dawn, while we're standing
Yes.
here, let's show one of our weekend specials or our open house specials. This cute little hanging sign, it's kind of like an ornament, kind of like a sign. You could set it in a wreath. You could put it in a display. It's $7.99 and it's on special.
It is on
It's
special.
on special, and I'm going to tell you about that when we get back to the classroom. I think it's $5.99.
And the
we do know what those
the
are.
snowmen are on sale too.
The snowmen are $3.99, and they're normally $5.99.
Love, love, love. Oh, hey, everybody. We do have some more of the tablets. The tablet and pen folio kits are back in stock.
there a sample one in
we
here?
We had a sample one in here. I could have swore I put one. There's one right on the front table. Right on the front here.
Oh, here. Here's a sample of what you can make. And you choose your own paper, but you get the measurements with the directions. You get the pen that you can like coordinate with your paper on your tablet, and they're just so darn cute. Nice little handy gifts.
Yes, yes. And what a fun gift for friends. Okay, these are $13.99. They are on a branch. It's pretty tall.
It is. Here.
I would say that's
Does that help?
20 inches probably.
Yeah, I would say that's a good guess. You're good at guessing that, Dawn.
Those are fun. Okay.
And they sound really neat.
and they do sound good. Absolutely. All right, Kelly. Well, are we ready to?
Yeah, let's go back to the classroom.
All right. Oh, but wait. Before we
Dawn's
get
distracted.
there, I love this ribbon. $9.99, and I think you get 10 yards. 10 yards, and it's a cloth. And there's another one of those baskets.
Dawn, here's another little kind of a featurey item that's a little different. We've got lots of bells, but this is that brushed silver, and you get them in 2 different sizes, and it's from Prima. Thank you, Frank Garcia, and they're $6.29. So I think those are a nice little addition to projects. I just like bells. Don't bells make you happy, Dawn?
Absolutely.
And we did not show this yesterday,
Oh,
but we did get in a portion of our Tim Holtz Christmas ideology order. And the more of it is going to arrive, wouldn't you say maybe Monday?
Well, they said shipping this week. They
So
didn't
next
give
week
us
we should have more.
Yeah, they didn't give us a day, but I was really excited to see the baubles back in stock. And Advantis is having trouble getting all of their products too, but as soon as they get it, they're going to ship, so it's coming in a couple more shipments.
And here's that box that's made to put in your little tiles. And there are tiles coming also, but I believe they're in that container that's out to sea. But I also think, Dawn, this would be nice for a tray. If you wanted to
Absolutely.
do put those little bottle brush trees, some greenery.
that would be
you'd
fun.
Make a really cute little.
Some rusty bells.
Of course.
All right.
Dawn and Katie and Maggie worked on this yesterday afternoon, and this is one of the displays that I think
This
maybe
is Katie.
did.
I think Katie did
Katie
this.
did this
she
one.
She did a really good
Oh,
job.
I got to show this.
Yes, you do.
For all the cat grandmas or cat moms out there, this is $11.99, and I love this sign. It's a little wood sign. It's so cute. I think it'd be a great little gift.
Love that.
OMG, they got me the whole tree.
whole tree. Isn't that the truth?
I think most people with cats know that cats and Christmas trees don't mix.
Okay.
Dawn, I think we should show all these cute little kits that
do
we
need
have.
to.
Project kits, and we have so many for treats. We've got several that have the snowflake and the gem, and then the bags and a little piece of patterned paper. And it looks like you even got patterned paper on the bottom. I love
Yes,
that. I just
that's-
noticed that.
That's part of the kit.
So they make 8 and they're $5.99. And you do get these nice flat bottom, crispy clear bags with them. So there's the one with the red, and then there's the blue. I love, Dawn, your candy selection in these.
Me too. I'd like to
They
open
match.
them up.
They match. Everybody loves Ghirardelli.
And those are the mint Ghirardelli, and you get the green. Tried to coordinate paper to go with
Everything's
those.
coordinated very well. So those kits are available online under kits and Christmas kits. And then we have the reindeer, the magic reindeer food. And this is a kit. I don't know where. Oh, here it is. This makes 4, and it's $7.99. And you're going to get the reindeer. You're going to get little gems for his nose. You're going to get the paper, and of course the bags. What you don't get is the oatmeal and the glitter. And this is so fun for kids to put out on Christmas Eve out in the lawn.
Absolutely. Very fun.
Okay, and then this is another pet. We had something for cats. Now we have something for dogs. And these are treat bags, and they come in a cute little kit. It makes 4, so you get the little bag, and then you get this die-cut bone that says joy on it. I saw that idea somewhere with the paw print, and I love it. I think it's so fun.
Oh my gosh, Donna said her cat has chewed through her pre-lit Christmas tree lights 3 times.
Jeez.
Oh my
What do you do
gosh.
about that? I don't know. Okay, now this is really unique, and I think you're going to love this kit because once you learn how to make this, it's like a flat bottom sour cream container. I think that's what you called it, Dawn.
Yeah, we're gonna make these on a video.
And it makes 8, and it's $5.99. So you've got your pattern that you need, how to cut it out, how to score it, and this would be a great demo. So I do
Yeah.
hope that you do this.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
And it makes 8. That's a lot. So those are cute, especially with the little chalkboard tag. And we got a junk bow.
And
Does
it
the ribbon
includes
come
the
with
ribbon.
it?
Mhm.
Oh, it does. Look at all that ribbon.
Very fun. Oh, sorry. Show that again.
Here we go.
I wonder if that's the right price.
It does seem.
Seems like a really good.
It's a steal, Dawn. It's a steal.
Okay, I really want to show these. Look at these embossing folders. We have the evergreen. It's hard
Can
to
you
see
see
that.
it?
No, but Diana did a really cute tree for us yesterday that shows the evergreen or pine embossing folder.
I have that one because I thought it was really neat.
Yeah, I like that one.
And I love this little plaid. You can use plaid for a lot. Mittens are adorable.
You can even make plaid trees.
Plaid trees, plaid backgrounds, and they're $5.99. They're a good basic one to have. Okay, we're moving on to Maggie.
Yeah, let's show these.
So Maggie designed 4 holiday projects, and they're all, well, 3 of them are on like a 5x7 canvas panel. And this one is open all year long, Frosty Snowflake Cafe, and this is $8.99. So it comes like this. You get the bell, the snowflake, the panel, you get the back paper, you get the cute little cut apart, and then she's got directions in there.
I think that set out on your counter with some really cool Christmas mugs
Oh,
would
yeah.
be fun for the holidays. Okay, we have some, before you keep going,
Okay.
they want to see the red fabric ribbon again.
Oh, okay, I'll go
And-
grab it.
All right. And the silver tinsel, we usually just carry that around the holidays. That's if more than likely we do not carry that the rest of the year. It's just around the holidays. And here's Maggie's next project. Okay, Kelly has
Here's the red fabric ribbon. It's got 10 yards. It's $9.99, and it's kind of it's a woven. It's a little heavier than seam binding, and it's been printed on. It says Merry Christmas.
very good.
And then the tinsel garland that I particularly love is $8.99.
And this is already like that aged, that
Yeah,
vintage,
it looks old.
vintageized.
It looks old. It's kind of sparse, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's
Super
cool.
cute.
Okay.
So these 3 on the 5x7 canvases are $8.99, and here's her reindeer sleigh rides. Maggie, thank you so much for designing these super cute projects. And you get your pine cone, your die cuts, and everything you need in the kit. And it tells you what other supplies, like she has splattered this with white paint.
I love that. That just really set it off. Amber, I'm glad we can help you with your treadmill walking.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
what we should be doing, Dawn.
I know.
And here's the North Pole Milk and Cookie Company. These make nice little gifts. And you know, Dawn, you always talk about Thanksgiving Day and making projects. And
Yeah,
these
those
would be
would be
fun to get a variety of these and have everyone sit down and can make the projects.
I just want to give you a little tip. The kit does come with the silver bell, but Maggie, we had just shiny silver bells, and she mixed slate and silver alcohol ink
So she
to
dyed- she colored all the bells for us?
because she
Oh my
thought they were too
gosh.
shiny and she wanted them more vintage looking. So that's what she did. She used slate and silver
Alcohol ink?
the additive.
Oh, the silver additive, okay.
And slate alcohol ink, and that's made that color.
That's
which
neat.
good job, Maggie.
I love
She
the
was
glitter on it
experimenting.
too. Okay, now her next project is a frame, a Tim Holtz frame, and it's $14.99, and it is this lovely cardinal. And cardinals have very special meaning to a lot of us. And you're going to have the pine cone comes with it, the twig, all the die cuts, the pieces of the cardinal. You get the frame, and you get all of this stuff for $14.99. And these are all online under shopping and kits and Christmas kits. Got lots of sparkle there, Dawn. I know you love your sparkle.
That's cool. Good job, Maggie. Maggie did a really good job. Okay, the treat kits again are these up here. So you can get the peppermint. You can get 3 different kits. You get one with the red, and that's for like this peppermint bark Ghirardelli. And you have to
could put
buy.
other
You have
things
to
in
buy.
there, too.
Yeah. Oh well, we even have chocolate kisses in them.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you can put whatever you want in them, and the ones that we have are green. Excuse me, green. There's the green and the red, blue, and I think this one's like sea salt, dark chocolate sea salt caramel Ghirardelli, and then the green is the chocolate chip. Mint,
Dawn,
or
I
chocolate mint.
think you could put cookies in those too.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
that would be so
they
fun.
are a food safe bag. All right, there's one more kit here, and this is another little canvas, a 5x7 canvas, and look at that gold sparkle with the gold poinsettia or poinsettia, however you want to say it. And this kit is $8.99 also, and it comes with your papers and things that you need. All right, so okay, let's moving right along. I wanted to show this, Dawn, because this is the paper bag tote.
Yeah, I love this.
And
So
basically,
cute.
you're getting your bag and you're getting directions for 99 cents. And we've got a couple of them made up. But you'll see how cute it is that you have this little, it's kind of a purse, kind of a tote. Put a little Velcro on there. Fill it up with something special, and it makes a really cute bag. And you can make these any theme. It doesn't have to be Christmas.
Yeah, a little girl's party. Those would be really cute.
Very cute. Oh, show the snowman. 'cause
Yeah.
This is
This
big.
is huge. How tall is that? We have a ruler. It's probably at least 18 inches tall, and it has the whole kit. So you get the paper, the eyes, the carrot nose, the ribbon to make this little snowman bag. And you could either stuff it and put it out
Look at me
in the
measuring.
kids' room, or you could use it as a
It's
gift
about
bag.
18 inches, Dawn. You are a very good measurer. Very good.
Well, that I just think, and those kits
only
are
$2.29.
$2.29.
So you get your bag and all your little snowman pieces. It's really
We're
cute.
gonna have to make sure those are online.
Do you want to scan across those treat bags?
Yes,
That's a
and then
Janet.
there's even some down here.
Speaking of Janet, that's her design of all those really cute layered treat bags. They're $19.99 and it makes 8. So that's part of them, and the rest of them are on the counter there.
Okay, we got
And-
Janet's recipe. I don't know where the book is, but we got Janet's recipe card. Or is this yours?
That's
this is
the one.
yours.
It's made
This
with
is,
a paper bag book.
This is Kelly's recipe holiday recipe paper bag album kit.
I lost the album, so I'm
And it's
sorry, everybody. There's a picture.
$30.
I didn't think we'd be able to make more because we were out of the product, and then we were able to get a little more product. So that's good. Oh, do you want
Janet's Christmas
cards?
cards. This is Happy Christmas. And,
And
you
we-
get the ephemera, the enamel dots.
And what does it say it makes? A lot. Like, is it like 24? And she showed these a few weeks ago. And we have maybe a dozen left, a dozen kits. So those are really special.
The Velcro dots, if you type in Velcro, they should come up
Yeah, we
online.
do have them in stock.
We have them in stock, and you should be able to find those online.
That is a Maggie project.
Peace
And
on Earth
Peace on
will
Earth.
come to stay when we live Christmas every day.
And it's $29.99. You get the frame, you get the tree, you get all the little baubles, the phrase, and everything you need to make this. It's really cute. Maggie, well, there's also a video about it, and she made one going the other direction for our video.
Love, love.
Have we missed some kits? This one?
Mary, Mary, Mary.
This is a little bit bigger. Was that an 8x10, Dawn?
I think you're
8
right.
by 10. And this kit is $19.99, and it's on a canvas panel. And I really love the tree and the layering down here at the bottom for the snow.
And, all
And
that's
got a
included
rusty
in your
bell.
kit. Okay. Let me step back so everybody can see everything. We have, I love this old tool bin. And we've got holiday cards in there.
That'd be a cute way to display your holiday cards if you had an old
Yes,
toolbox.
It would. Yes, it would. Some countdowns, some more tins, lots and lots of holiday ribbon. And don't forget your Tim Holtz Distress, the glitter. We have it in the tinsel color and then the garland glitter. And then we also have the icicle crackle paste and snowfall grit paste. I'm sure we'll be seeing lots of projects done with that.
And Dawn, one of our specials, if you got our
yes.
email, if you didn't get our email, be sure and sign up for it. But one of our specials, we have 3 different Christmas collection packs from Carta Bella and Echo Park. And a Cozy Christmas is normally $14.99, and these are all $9.99. So it's a great way, if you want to do a Christmas project, get one of these for $9.99, and everything matches and coordinates. And there's 2 other collection packs, but and we'll show those. But what also is on special, oh, is one of them here?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought these were all the same. Okay, here's A Perfect Christmas, and that's designed by Lori Whitlock, and this one also is $9.99, regular $14.99.
Okay, and before we get to the washi tape, we got to go back. The card kits that we showed are online. It's called Happy Christmas. If you go under kits and then Christmas kits.
It's $33, and it makes 24 cards.
Yes, 24.
And different sizes of cards.
Yep,
There's
there's
slimline, I think there's an A7
Slimline,
maybe.
And then I think there may be 2 A7s and 2 slimline cards, some horizontal and then some vertical of
Plus, she's launching a new kit today. As soon as we get through here, she's over there waiting for us.
Yes,
So,
yes.
another Janet project. We love that. All right. Hey, Dawn, the washi tape is on special also. There's 5 styles of washi tape, and they're regular $3.99, and they're only $1.99 during our holiday open house. And here's one.
And then there's another one.
Don't
that
know
says
where the
like
other
red,
one is.
Red Merry
oh,
Christmas.
it's all red with Merry Christmas. So anyhow, that's a really nice special. I use washi tape all the time. I seal my cards with it,
Envelopes, absolutely. Yeah, they're fun.
and we got to show this.
Yes, we do.
This started out as an embroidery hoop. Maggie got a hold of it, and look what it is now. It's this cute little
gorgeous.
snowman, and it says, "Wishing you pine cone snowflakes and crisp morning air." It's got a lot of layers, and this comes in a kit, so you could make this at home, and the kit is $14.99. Oh, my mom just came in, Dawn. My mom's here. Let's see. So there's a lot of fun. Oh, here's the Dear Santa, the other collection kit that's on special for $9.99. And there's some more, just lots of fun stuff.
And look at our wood
And
trees.
back this year are these wood trees, and everybody loved these. They range from $7.99 for the large one down to $1.79 for the small one. And these are all online, and they're all sanded. They're ready to go for a project. And I think, Dawn, didn't you make the sample trees? Did you make these?
Yes.
So here's some samples. You can also cover them with paper. You can do, I think it'd be fun to have your grandkids each decorate one, put their name and the date on the back, and that becomes
Absolutely.
your decorations. And Dawn, I'm dumping these
But
all
we
over.
we just stamp those, and I think that's really a fun look. And these are online under
Christmas.
Christmas.
Under Christmas.
Awesome.
Speaking of trees, we did get the Tim Holtz little log slices. And we've got bigger log slices if you need them too, and we'll come across
we'll show
those.
Okay. All
So
right.
I don't know if you just want to pan through here, Dawn, or
And the
there's-
trees are for sale. Somebody asked a
Oh,
little bit
sure.
ago. Let's see. This one is $27.99. It's pretty tall, and I think the littler ones are $18.99. Lots of candy canes.
You love candy canes. They're like bells. Candy canes and bells are fun. Do you want to show these that you guys made yesterday?
Oh.
This is the Tim Holtz baseboards, salvage. So it's just kind of a general. It's not necessarily Christmas, but they're these thick chipboard, paper-covered items. You get 4, it looks like.
Yep, they're $3.99.
And Dawn and Maggie and Katie made these in the office yesterday.
On the floor.
I believe we got to give Leanne credit. She put a little gesso on them.
Yes, she did. Yes, she
And
did.
so they used the baseboards and then they combined it with the Christmas cheer ephemera. And I love the bright reds and greens against the kind of duller background. I think that's really neat.
But you can't beat the panel for $3.99, and then the ephemera is
$4.99.
$4.99. And
you have lots of ephemera left.
oh my gosh,
And
yes.
don't forget the gems. These are my favorite. I'm using these in a lot of projects. These are $2.99 for these crystal stickers.
So just really fun little pieces to set around your house.
You guys did a good
give us
job. Those
friends.
look good. Should we show the lantern real quick? The lanterns are $19.99, and they come with a candle, or are those separate?
I think the candles are
Separate?
separate. Are there any kits like books?
Albums, like?
She just says like books. Okay, let's show this right here.
Oh gosh, you'll be seeing more of this tomorrow. This is Katie's latest creation. It is a countdown, not really a calendar, it's a countdown for Christmas. And she's got it Grinchatized. So you can do it Grinch or you can do it regular, and she's going to tell you all about it tomorrow. I don't even know where, here's the kits right here. So the kits are $19.99 and they come with the bags. These are all little bags. And you get the bags, and you get some cardstock, and you get activity cards that you can cut apart and put inside the bags. Like,
You
play a
moms,
game.
busy moms, all the work's done for you. I love those.
And she, like I said, she'll tell us more about it tomorrow. And speaking of countdowns, Dawn, here's one from Sleeps Until Christmas. That's kind of the cool way to do it
I
now,
love
isn't it?
that,
It's not
yes.
really days now, it's sleeps. And that's $4.99.
Very fun.
And that's on a heavy chipboard, and you just pop those out.
The wood trees were stained, just like with walnut stain. You can just stain them with your ink pads, with your sprays, and then they were stamped after that, after they were stained.
We had some that were covered with paper, but I don't think we have those anymore. But there's a close-up look if you want to see. And you could put names on them.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
do whatever.
Yeah,
They're really
I just
cute.
think get out your old Christmas stamps. Those would be fun. Do you want to talk about the paint by numbers?
Yes. We have a great deal on all of the paint by numbers from Plaid's modern paint by number kits. They're normally $16.99 and they're $4.99 because we think these are going to make really great gifts for people for the
Stocking
holidays.
stuffers. That's
Yep.
going to fill
That
a
would
stocking.
fill a whole stocking, a big stocking. And they've got fall and we've got some holiday designs. And they have been going, we had a lot of orders for those this morning, so that's good.
I just wanted to show, this is such a cute little treat container. This is by Sizzigs. It's called Gift Tag. And
Good
you'll
name.
find that under Dyes and Sizzigs. And look at what they make.
Dawn made a little Grinch. So it's a little bag, and then it's got the little front on it that you can, that's a tag.
Yeah, the tag is right in the die. And then there's another one to do the section in between.
So you could do just the tags too, right? If you wanted to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you just need the tags, or you can make them into little
And
treat
if you like the
containers.
Grinch, we do have cut apart Grinch sheets that are $2.49 that you can buy, and you can cut them apart. That's what Dawn used on her little tag here. And we have them in a larger size too, but
Right there.
Oh, right here. So we got two sizes. We got big Grinch and little Grinch.
And we've got, it's just so fun. Katie and Maggie did a fabulous, fabulous job back here. Oh, and
Okay.
here's the little game sheets that Katie put together.
Those are the Grinch ones, and she's got Grinch cut-aparts. And then she also has a non-Grinch generic one. So if you didn't want to get the kit, maybe you got some other way you're going to count down for the holidays, you can get just her activity cards and cut them apart and put them in, stockings or bags or with a candy bar or whatever you want to do.
Or put them in a little cup and then have your child draw out
Yeah,
a
that's
slip
a great
every day,
idea.
and then
I love
that's
that.
the fun activity that you do.
Maybe do you want to show these shutters? Because
Yes,
these are really
they're
nice for home
amazing.
decor. And we've got a couple of these tall ones, and then these I think are kind of cool. I call them saloon door shutters. But but you can see they even have a little bit of green paint underneath where they've been sanded and finished.
I think they'd be neat to have your ornaments or
that.
cards hanging on 'em.
Oh, we saw
Stuff
that.
your
You could
Christmas
put
cards
stick
in
your
them.
cards in there. That'd be adorable. Or put a wreath on it. I was thinking about using it for like a background, maybe on my mantle or something, or
Ooh,
a
that's a
background
fun
for a
idea.
nativity. Or, but you're right. I did see where they stuck their cards in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have one that actually opens up like this. Now we're not shipping these guys. Sorry. And I think this would be a neat thing to put.
I like
you
that
know.
one.
And then we have two red ones. And the red ones are kind of neat because they had a little bit of a blue undertone that are really nice.
I think these with a wreath set by your front door would be really fun. I
You
like
could do
those.
wood letters, a wreath. It would be really nice. Hey, Dawn, don't forget our little goodies here from Molly and You. That's an Iowa company, and we've got lots of different beer bread flavors. We've got the little brownie mixes that you make in a cup. Dawn showed yesterday the little packet here that you can make a little gift out of these. Nice little neighbor gift or teacher.
And we do have these sheets already pre-printed so that you can just, if you want to give treats to your neighbors or friends, family, coworkers, just get a sheet, and there's 9 on a sheet. They're $2.49. It's
very
and
nice.
Make little treat bags or put them on your own little treat bags. Okay.
Let's see. Got some gnome cut aparts that you can make little treats with. Again, that'd be nice for a neighbor gift. You can, and that could go on anything, or on the front of a card. Be really nice on a card. And then around here, we're coming around the home stretch. We've got
We sell the this are vintage hymnals that a customer gave us that she dug them out of the garbage at her church. There you get 10 sheets for $1.
And then we also have another really nice cut apart, and it looks particularly nice with the hymnals, I think. And there are some samples down here that Dawn can pan across to show you some of the bags and things that she and Katie made.
Kelly, they want to know how much the shutters are. Our open house is open today till 4. We're open 10 to 4 today. We're open 10 to 7 on Thursday, 10 to 4 on Friday. And Saturday we have extended hours. We're open 8 till 5 on Saturday. And then the open house will continue through next week, normal business hours also. So we'll have this area all set up, and would love to have you stop by and visit.
Dawn, the shutters range from like $15 for these little short ones
Okay.
to $30.
Okay.
So it kind of depends on the shutter.
All right.
And the ladders are 30. We've got two really nice tall ladders,
The
and they're
ladders are
30.
awesome.
All right. Oh, okay. More specials. So this we mentioned earlier, and it's $4.99, regularly $7.99. It'd be great hanging on a door, in a wreath, in a display, on a shutter. And then we mentioned the little snowman. You showed him up front, and he's normally $5.99, and he's $3.99. And then the Tim Holtz panels, and you saw several projects made with these. These are normally $9.99 and $11.99, and they're on special for $6.99.
So grab those while you can. That is an awesome deal.
I'm not even sure they're still available. I think they've been
They're
discontinued.
discontinued. They are.
And then we've got Leanne's, lots of notepads. Those are really cute. And lots of little other hangy things. We call these Leanne's trees, and we're going to be demoing those, I think it's Friday. So we'll show you how to make those. And we do have a pattern, and we do have the log slices. These are $1 each, and these are online. So if you wanted log slices, we have a few large ones that are $2.49. And we have more coming, I
And
think.
those are really cool. I like those.
So Dawn, I think we've done a tour. We haven't shown everything, but we hope you can come in and see us.
Yes, yes. All right.
Are you ready
Well,
for Janet?
Are we ready to
I
head
think we're
back?
ready for a Janet
All right.
launch.
Okay. We're in for a treat today. Oh, here's that. I bet we did. We showed that. I'm trying to remember everybody's questions. You're in for a treat today. We have Janet's Graphic 45 Let It Snow cards. And you should be able to find those under kits and Christmas kits. All right. Here we go, Janet. We're ready.
Good morning, everybody. Let me get my thing on here.
Everybody has been loving all of the Christmas stuff.
Oh, beautiful stuff. It kind of makes you want to do a little Christmas decorating.
I'm ready. Well,
Even though it's early.
We do have some employees that have their Halloween and Christmas decorations up.
At the same time.
They put their tree up yesterday and did take down their.
Well, I'm glad that we're back here to talk about these Christmas cards. This was such a fun kit to put together. And I was thinking, Dawn, how many years have we been doing Graphic 45 Christmas card kits?
Gosh, Janet,
A number of years.
a long time.
It's probably a tradition now. We've been
Yeah.
doing it so long. But this particular line, I think is especially pretty. And so if you want to just kind of show everybody the cards, the kit makes 12 cards. And there, as you can see, a variety of different folds. And I'm going to walk you through the different folds in just a bit. But just to let everybody know, the kit is $31.99, and I will show you what all is in it. But again, it makes 12 cards. You get a full package of ephemera, paper, all the instructions, full color pictures, etc., etc.
We are open on Sunday, Dorothy, and we are open today 10 to 4, tomorrow 10 to 7, Friday 10 to 4, Saturday 8 to 5, and Sunday 12 to 4. And then the open house will be set up all next week also.
So here are the folds, Dawn, if we want to just talk about this. This is an easel card, and I will show everyone how to make that fold in just a second. We have time. So that's a fun easel card, and it folds flat and fits in an A2 envelope.
I love that.
So you don't have to worry about
Very,
it.
very
But it's really
cute.
nice because then whoever receives it can put it out for display, and it kind of becomes a Christmas decoration. This is a gatefold card. And I love to make gatefold cards, but this is an easier way to make a gatefold card. Sometimes I struggle with my gatefold cards meeting up exactly in the middle, but this is a foolproof way, and I think everybody will like that.
Good.
This is what they call a barn door card. So it has a very low front, and then it has this
Janet,
panel.
that's cute.
Well, thank you. It has
my
this panel
gosh.
that conceals the message behind it.
Wow.
So if you think about barn doors or Dutch doors,
Yes.
it's kind of that style. This is just a regular plain old card with banners on the front.
Cute.
But again, just a real easy way to use little tiny pieces of paper. This is a card I'm really excited about. This is a double easel card. So instead of just one easel, it has two easels. So the little baby easel is the stopper for the bigger easel. And again, this whole thing folds flat to fit into an A2 size envelope.
Cool.
So it's much easier than it looks. So everybody will enjoy that. There are a couple of slimline cards included, and I'll show you how to cut those. Super easy. And this one is also a slimline card, but I divided the front like that.
It's a sideways barn door.
It is. Well, it is. It is. And then over here, we've got just another regular top folding card, which has a little frame behind it. And these snowflakes are just beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. They're very kaleidoscopy looking.
They are. And so in the kit, I just got the idea to put a popped or a punched cream dot or circle behind the snowflakes, and that really makes the pattern
It does
stand
a
out.
lot.
And then that way you can pop it up off the background as well. So
Good job, Janet.
So I thought that was just a way to make that stand out a little bit better. But look at the beautiful die cuts that are included in the kit.
Yes.
Couple of cards have fussy cutting because we can't leave out our fussy cutting friends. And if Juanita is listening, she loves fussy cutting. So the paper has
And Juanita is watching.
Okay, well, shout out to Juanita, our champion fussy cutter. So there are some poinsettias that you will fussy cut for a couple of cards. Easy peasy fussy cutting. And this is a fun fold that Kelly was the influencer here. This is a bookbinding card. So the front of it is sealed like the spine of a book. And it opens up like this. So this was fun to do as well. This is a pocket card. So this part pulls out. Got little polar bears on the back. And another one of those beautiful snowflakes. And then this card is the final card, and the bottom is just cut off so that you can put a piece of pattern paper on the inside.
Cute. The snowflake that Janet has on these cards is part of the kit.
Yes.
It comes in the ephemera pack.
Yes, so in your kit, let's just talk about the kit. You'll get this full package of ephemera, and it has, 48 pieces.
It's a lot.
Believe me, 48 pieces is a lot, and look how much you'll have left.
She still has a lot left.
Yeah, there were some really good pieces that I just couldn't fit in. So you'll have plenty left, and then you'll have at least this much paper left.
Okay.
So you should be able to make another 30 cards?
Gosh.
No, a lot of cards. And then you'll get, in addition to the ephemera, you get 8 full 8x8 sheets of the beautiful graphic 45 paper. And it is not cut this time, but there are patterns that show you how to cut it, and I will walk you through a couple of those in just a second. But they're all double-sided. Aren't they beautiful?
Yes, very beautiful.
And then these cut-aparts in particular you'll use for a lot of your card fronts, but you're going to have a ton left over. And these are just the perfect size for tags or smaller note cards as well. So you'll get the paper as well. You'll get instructions and full color pictures. You'll get a bag of doodads, additional doodads, including some die cuts, which you will glitter some of the greenery, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. And then you get all the cards and the envelopes that you need, and 2 sheets of the inside greetings, because I always have to include those.
Nice.
So those are printed and formatted to the right size to go in each of your cards. And your instructions will tell you which one to use for each card.
Janet's card kits are always amazing, very thorough.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, let's talk just quickly about a couple of things. In case there's anybody out there that is not yet a fan of Diane's glitter mix, one of the things in your instructions will say to mix up a batch of Diane's glitter. And it's super easy to do. 2 kinds of glitter are involved. One is the diamond dust, which is a chunkier glitter, and then the other one is a fine white glitter. This one is made by Sizzix.
Just turn that so they can. There's the chunky.
Yeah. And then the
There's
fine.
the fine.
And it's the combination of those 2 glitters that gives you a really nice coverage.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, so you can see on this pine bough greenery how beautiful that is. So I have just a little condiment cup. You can buy these in the grocery store in the toothpick aisle.
Is that right?
With the toothpicks.
Oh
and,
my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I've seen them down at the dollar store.
And the paper plates and that kind of thing. And so you just put maybe an equal amount of each of these glitters in here, and then just put the lid on and shake it up. And that's all you do. And then to apply it, you can put it on any paper piece. Like here, I just added some glue to the center of the poinsettias, and then I sprinkled the glitter on and just let it dry. But you can also put it on a die cut piece or a punched piece. And so I would just apply a little bit of liquid glue, kind of like so, and you want to be pretty generous with your glue. And then just use your finger, which is the best applicator. And that will be the perfect way to apply it. And then you just sprinkle it like so. Kind of shake it off, and then you just set it aside to dry, and it dries in no time at all. So super, super pretty. And we call it Diane's Glitter Mix because she is the one who invented this idea.
Or
mixing.
I don't know. We better not say invented. She may have found it from
Okay,
somebody
all
else
right.
too. But she invented it here at Memory Bound
Yes,
for us.
Yes, and
She was the first one who used it
yeah,
here.
and it just makes such a big difference on your cards. So I'm just going to set that aside to dry. And it will be
good.
dry in no time at all.
Very good.
I thought I would walk everybody through if we're doing okay on time.
Sure.
Just a couple of things about the kit to get you started. At the top, it tells you the supplies that you need. And nothing too out of the ordinary. You will need a scoring tool in this case, a scoring board or scoring tool, and a bone folder. And I use a bone folder for burnishing the folds, especially on the easel cards. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. You'll need just your regular favorite tape adhesive, some pop dots, liquid adhesive. I like to use the 1/4-inch score tape. You'll need that for a couple of cards. And then if you like to antique or edge the paper edges on your cards, I use gathered twigs or your favorite brown ink. Vintage photo would be great.
Sure.
Anything that you like.
Any brown.
Just to kind of give it an antique look. And then your Diane's glitter mix, and then some type of Nuvo drops that match. And this one is Ivory Seashell, which is what I used for the cards. But if you've got another color that works, you could certainly use that as well.
Okay. Would you guys be able to get us the glue, the long nose, the Scotch glue, and then the long nose bottle? They want to see what that is.
Yes, the fine tip liquid glue applicator is super, and it comes with 2 in a package, does it not?
Yes,
Dawn?
it does.
And then I like to fill it with the white tacky glue, which dries clear. And
Thank you very much, Diana. Okay. All right.
I,
Diana just brought us.
Thanks, Diana. I forgot to grab that. Yeah, so you get 2 glue bottles, and there's nothing in them when you get them, so you can fill them with your chosen adhesive. This is the one that I use. And you can just squirt it in the bottle. The applicator is great because it has, it has a needle in the top that keeps the line of glue from plugging up. So when you're done using it, you just stick the pin type thing back inside, and it just keeps it clear. If it does clog, you could just run it under
Just soak it in some hot water.
Yeah.
And we also do have this glue. It's fine line. It already has the top, the fine line top in it, and then it has another replacement bottle. And this is $8.99, and it is called the fine line glue. And you'll find these under our adhesives.
And I just like to put paper around mine just to dress it up.
Make
Change
it look pretty.
Change it seasonally. Yeah, so we'll set that aside. One of the things in your instructions will be suggestions on how to cut the paper. And I just wanted to point that out to everybody. There are 8 sheets of paper included in your kit. One is a border paper, and you're only going to use just a few pieces off of the border. And there is a guide up here that tells you which ones are needed. So all you have to do is cut those, and then the rest will be yours to use on additional cards. There are 2 pieces of cut-aparts, which you will just cut apart as you need them. Before I mentioned the fussy cut poinsettias, can you tell where they came from? From here and from here. And then you'll have the back of that paper to use. And then you have 4 additional papers that are listed here. And there are 4 easy diagrams for you to follow. And I just thought I would do one as an example for everybody.
Okay.
So let's look at the first paper, which is the polar bear paper. They're so cute.
They are cute.
So let me just grab a plain sheet of white paper and my trimmer. I might have to stand up, Dawn, because I feel like I need a booster.
In our new studio here, Janet is short. Look at this is what we're using. We're using the card table.
A kindergarten table.
Because our classroom is all set up for our open house, so we had to improvise today.
So when you see these diagrams, what you want to do, and this is in the instructions, but it says to start your first cut where you see the line that goes all the way through. And I think that if you've cut paper before, you'll see that makes total sense. So for instance, on the polar bear paper, this is the 4-inch mark, and that cut goes all the way through.
Okay.
So what you would do, let's pretend this is our polar bear paper. You're going to put your paper in at 4 inches, and then just slice all the way down, and you've made your first cut. Then the second cut says to measure down 5 1/4 inches, 4 by 5 1/4 inches. So you're just going to turn your paper to 5 1/4 inches and make that cut. So for the polar bear paper, it says that 5 1/4 inch piece is to be used for card number 3. And what I would do is just take a Post-it note and mark that so that you've got that ready to go. And this little piece is to be used for card number 9. And I would just mark that. And then the rest of your paper, this 4 by 8 piece is not used at all.
Okay.
So that's your scrap for additional cards. So that is the way the diagrams work. And I think that should
Awesome.
make sense to everybody.
That's very explanatory.
Very good.
Nouveau and Stickles are pretty much the same thing. We have kind of switched over to Nouveau here because it dries a little bit faster and it holds its shape a little bit better. But if you have Stickles, you're welcome to use those. And really, sometimes Stickles has colors that Nouveau doesn't, and Nouveau has colors that Stickles doesn't. So they really will work interchangeably.
Sure.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And if you have one over the other, absolutely use them.
And one thing that people sometimes ask about the Nouveau drops is if you get, when you apply your Nouveau drops or your Stickles, if you get like a little peak on the top of them, like a little Dairy Queen sticking up, and they're not laying nice and smooth, just go ahead and tap underneath your card like that, and that will sort of smooth out or flatten the Nouveau drops and give you a more domed effect instead of Dairy Queens, which we all want. Do we have time to do some folding?
Sure. Absolutely.
All right. I wanted to walk you through a few of the folds in this kit. None of them are difficult, but I think sometimes it helps just to have a visual. And the first one we're going to talk about is your basic easel card. And I know we've made a lot of them around here, but we always get some new viewers, so I think it's fun to take a look at how this card is made. It starts out as a 4 by 11 piece of cardstock, and then you're just going to score it in 2 places. So in your kit, you're going to have 2 pieces of cream cardstock, this happens to be white, that are 4 by 12 inches, and so you're going to need to first cut them down to 11. So that's the first thing that you're going to do. And I'm probably going to have to stand up, Dawn. And then for this card, you're going to make a score line at the center point, which would be the 5 1/2 point. And then you're going to make a second score line at the halfway point along the front. So basically, you score it in half, and then you score the card front in half again. So that's at the 2 3/4 inch mark. You can also just fold it in half if you want. And this is where your bone folder is going to come in really handy, just to burnish those folds. The nice crisp crease is really what's going to make your card stand up. If you get your easel made and it doesn't quite stand up, or it wants to kind of pop up like that, just by burnishing it a little bit, you can make that stand a little bit more appropriately. Yeah. So an easel card stands up only because you have something popped up down here at the bottom. So in this case, you're going to pop up a piece of the Graphic 45 ephemera, and that popped up piece catches it and allows it to stand.
Nice.
So that's kind of the idea of an easel card. Back here on the back, you'll have your greeting.
I think that's really cute.
It's a fun way to put the
It is very
greeting.
fun. Just a
Yeah.
little clever,
Yeah,
little
so that's
hidden spot.
super, super easy. Now let's talk about the gatefold card. Because like I said before, sometimes when I've made gatefold cards in the past, they don't quite meet in the middle, but this is an easy way to do it. You're going to start with 2 A2 size card bases and make sure that they're folded. And again, yours are cream in the kit. I'm just using white for today. And you're going to cut off the front of the card to 2 1/8 inch, which is half of the card front size. So again, I got to stand up. So So 2 1/8. So you can see I just cut off half of the card front. And I'm
Okay.
going to do that with the other one. So they're both the same. And now you can see where I'm going with this. These two card bases are going to form your gatefold card.
Wow.
Easy.
That's a wowzer.
It's easy. Then all you have to do is glue these two back panels together, which I won't take the time to do now, but you can see how perfectly they meet in the middle.
Perfect.
So can't beat that. So after that, it's just a matter of decorating. So in this case, we put some patterned paper on the inside and decorate the front panels as well. So I think everybody will enjoy that fold, and that's a
That's really
handy
neat.
thing to know.
That's neat, Janet.
Okay, so the next card is this barn fold card, or barn door card. And if you look at the card, the top of the card is missing. So I have measured down 2 3/4 inch from the top, and then I just cut that top off. So let's just go ahead and do that. So you put your paper in, or your cardstock in the trimmer, card front, at 2 3/4. And then you move your blade over to the fold, just like so. So now you've got the whole front is lower than it would have been. And you can choose to either cut that off with your scissors, or you can even glue it down. So let's just cut it off so you can see what that looks like. That forms your barn door, basically.
Awesome.
Super easy. And then after that, it's just a matter of attaching your piece to the front, which conceals your greeting.
Very
So
nice.
easy. Let's do the double easel.
Mary says, waboom.
Waboom. Let's do this double easel because I think this is super fun. So this starts out as a regular A2 card base, and similar to what I just did with the barn door card, we're going to cut the top,
Okay.
and we're going to leave this part over here to become the easel, but it has a second little easel at the side. So for this card, remember the little scrap that we just cut, or when we made our gatefold card, we had 2 scraps left. We're going to save that, and that's going to become the little easel. So hang on
Awesome.
to that. So for this card, we are going to fold it in half. We're going to measure down 2 1/2 inches in this case from the top. So again, you're going to put your card base in at 2 1/2 inches with the left side at 2 1/2 inches, and then just go like this. And now, in this case, you can just glue this piece down. So I'll just put some adhesive behind that. And this becomes the part where your greeting is. So in your kit, you guys will have a greeting that will fit perfectly in that spot once you make that fold. Now this part becomes your easel.
Okay.
And you can score this at 2 1/8 inch, which is halfway, or you can even just fold it. You could live on the edge, Dawn. And
That's hard for you, Janet.
It is.
Janet likes to score and measure everything.
I do, but you can, in this case, trust me, you can just fold it.
Okay.
So that's your mountain. That becomes the easel.
All right.
So then the only other thing that we have to do is make this little guy, which we've got this scrap to use. We're just going to cut this down to 4 inches because we want it to measure 2 by 4. And it's already 2 inches.
Okay.
And you're just going to make 2 score lines on this one. One is going to be at the halfway mark, which we know is 2 inches. And then half of 2 is 1. And we're just going to make a second score line there. Or again, you could just fold it. So we're making a little tiny easel, the same idea as the big one. So this, and then we're going to fold this up as well. And that becomes the second easel.
Now there's another waboom.
Isn't that easy?
Yeah,
and you
that's
think it's going to
really
be
fun.
hard, but it's really not. And when you glue it in place, that easel will serve as a stopper for the first one. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes, very cute. I love that,
So,
Janet.
thank you. That is a double easel card, and it's the first time I've included one in a kit, and I think that will be a really fun change for everyone.
Very cute.
So again, and you can burnish those folds, and that will make your card.
You're going to want to send these
Stand.
cards to your very special
Yes.
friends that will appreciate them.
Not anyone on the B list.
Just
A-list.
the A-list gets these cards because you
That's
want to make
right.
sure that they keep them and
That's
keep
right.
them out because they are so pretty.
Well, thank you.
And you put a lot of work into them.
Well, thank you. Now, this is an A7, or excuse me, a slimline card made from an A7 card base. So a while back, kind of discovered how to do this, and I think this is the easiest way to make a small slimline card. And these fit in the smaller slimline envelopes. They're smaller than a business size envelope. They're called a Monarch envelope. They are this size. So just a
So what is the measurement of
the
that?
measurement is, it's not quite 4 inches. I would say 3 3/4 by 7.5.
Okay.
So I just love the size. And to make one easily out of an A7 card, you just fold your card base in half and then put the fold over at the 3.5 inch mark and just cut it at 3.5 inches. And waboom, there's your card. So I think it's just the easiest way to make a card base like this. And then there's a second one that starts out in the same fashion, but we're going to divide the top of it, or the front of it, so that you have just a different look. And so again, we're going to measure down, in this case, 2.5 inches from the top. So we're going to do it in the same way. Put the card with the left-hand edge at 2.5 inches. And take the blade over to the score line and stop at the score line. And then you can just glue that piece down, and you've got a spot over here for your embellishment, and then behind this little door is your greeting. So super easy just to divide the front of a card, and I think it's a really fun and different look.
Cool. Cool. Very neat. Very neat.
Well, thanks. One other one real quick I will show everyone. This is the book fold card, which Kelly has. She has just done so many great little bookbinding cards that I wanted to include one as well. So what I did for this card first, just took a regular A2 size card base, and I wanted it to be a little shorter. So I cut it down to 5 inches. So that's an easy first step. And the thing about a bookbinding card is it's got an extra little fold that is 1 inch from the regular halfway mark fold. So since this card is at 4 1/4 inches, folded at 4 1/4 inches, we're going to add an additional one, an inch over from that, at 5 1/4 inches. So all you're going to do is put your card base at the 5 1/4 inch mark, and then just add an additional score line. Which, do you see, Dawn, how that there's an additional score line there? So now
Yes.
you've got a 1 inch, basically a spine. And I think it just looks like a book.
It's a cute card.
Cute, cute, cute. And then all you do is round the corners like this, just to kind of complete that book look. Book look.
The book look. Yep.
And what I did differently on this card, and I hadn't done this on previous book binding cards before, is I formatted the inside so it tucks underneath that spine, and it kind
Okay.
of looks like a page.
Okay. Out
Do you
of the
see
book.
how it kind
Yep.
of comes out that way? So what you'll do is after you get your inside in the card, you're just going to take your score tape, and you're just going to add your score tape right here, and then you're just going to stick that
close it
down.
down.
And
Yep.
so that stays in place.
Neat.
Which is a really great way to make a card if you have smaller pieces to use. Like in this case, this is a pretty small piece. It gives you a smaller surface area to work with.
That's a great idea.
So
Great
that's a
idea.
fun fold, which I will be doing more of those this year. And then this last one that I wanted to show everyone is just a pocket card using my polar bear paper. And it's going to start out as a 4 by 11 piece of cardstock folded. Your piece in your kit will be 12 inches long, so you're just going to cut an inch off of that to make it 11 inches. And then we want to just simply fold it in half or score it at the 5.5 inch mark. So I'm just going to put my paper in at the 5.5 inch mark and give it a score. And that becomes the bottom of your pocket. But of course we need to cut some off the top. So in this case, I cut off 2 3/4 from the top of that pocket. So again, you're just going to put that in your trimmer, like so, at the 2 3/4 inch mark. And now you've got your pocket.
Neat.
So just rounding those bottom 2 corners makes it look a little more pockety, I think.
My.
I think. And you will put your score tape then here and here, and then just close your pocket.
Cute.
So that becomes a little pocket into which you can slip your greeting, and then you could even put a gift card or something like that inside.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. Wow.
So those are a few of the folds.
Wow. Well, that was an entire lesson
That
right
was
here.
a lot of folds,
Just on
yeah.
really neat folds for all of these cards. Very good, Janet. Everybody's loving it.
Oh,
They've
good.
learned a lot. Really
Good.
neat cards. So thank you, thank you, thank
You're
you.
most welcome.
So Janet's kits are online. They're called Let It Snow, Graphic 45 Let It Snow. They're $31.99. They make 8 cards.
12 cards.
Oh, 12 cards. Sorry, they make 12 cards, and you'll find them under kits, and then go to Christmas kits, and they will be there. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Our open house begins today, and hopefully you can come and be inspired by all of the kits and projects and pieces that are back there. We hope to be able to inspire everyone. So have a great day. Thanks a lot, Janet, and we'll be back tomorrow.